Good morning, God. Thank you for today. Please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Good morning, world. Good morning, America. And good morning, you mother cluckers. Let's make today a good day. We're the ones in the driver's seat.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red blast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave, and the home of the
What up? So, can y'all hear me? Don't know, 5 by 5, yes, no, morning. What's up, everybody? It's Monday morning, man. It's 2026. What? What we got? We got Cherokee Huckleberry Coffee first. Battlefield Productions. Miss Teresa Kiss Off. Scat Pack. Big Dusty Little Dusty. Miss Carolina Country. Dang, my mouse done went plumb batshit crazy on me. I gotta scroll up. KP Heathen. There we go. I thought I saw somebody, and I noticed that the DCR Wildlife, Big Dusty. I pay attention every now and then. What's up, Eric Steel and Tree? I think I'm catching up. Yep. Hey, man, quick draw McGraw. What's up, Camo Carl? Wolverines. Twisted Music. Hey, morning, man. It's 2026. Are y'all ready for this? Better buckle up, Buttercup. Woo. Man. I kind of hung out with Little Man this weekend, but I must say, the libtards have done gone crazy over the Maduro thing, and I'm totally down with it, dude. I think that was the shit. What's up, Share Bear? Happy New Year. Hadn't seen y'all since last year. I know, it's been a minute. What's up, Grumpy Acres? Good morning. Yep, I was I saw that Maduro shit, and then I was like, wait, what? And then I went and looked into that, and then I started catching all these little thumbnails of all this, like, oh my God, he can't do that. He can't, that's against the Constitution. And it was like, I don't know, man. Rock and roll, buddy. Don't talk shit. Maybe this is the year of pay up. Maybe this is the year of do things. Ain't gonna talk shit. Ain't dragging stuff out. Today, Mark safe from using the last year line. Woo. Me and my son kind of, we talk back and forth about it because he kind of came at it with the whole touch of, oh, it's all about the oil. I said, well, yeah, kind of, but it's not like the whole Iraq, Afghanistan oil thing. Like that was a debauchery. This was surgical, and well, you know, those were American company shit until what was that, like 2000, what, 8 or something? What was that Chavez dude? And I gotta say, that was like the creme de la creme, dude. Whenever I saw that as a little sprinkling on the cake, it's like, on your way out, go ahead and bomb the shit out of that memorial and the burial site of Chavez. And it's like, yeah, look at that. Socialist dictator crap. What's up, Vision Preparedness? Good morning, sir. Oh, let's see. That's yours was to set no goals that way. You know what your goal? Your goal should be daily to try to find and bring happiness. Because to be quite honest, you can even punch somebody in the face and still make it a happy day. I mean, it's just all in perspective. One step closer to world. Actually, it's funny because you know what he just did with Venezuela and interrupting that oil chain and stuff, he actually just caused a bunch of grief to the UN. So he actually interrupted that whole one world order thing. It's kind of funny. But you know, I don't know. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be an interesting year. What's up, Echo? Echo. What's up? Coffee. I love how the libs are angry about. Oh yeah. Well, you know, it's like the whole Israel shit. Israel, send all the money to Israel. I'm sorry. Look at what that Shirley young dude just discovered in Minnesota. How come all the it's all the Jews' fault. We're giving all the money to Israel. How come they didn't redirect that when it's like, what, 4 times the amount is being stolen out of Minnesota right here in our backyard kind of thing. It's like, I don't know, man. But then again, you're talking about a society that doesn't necessarily have their priorities in order. That's all I'm saying. That's how we kind of got to where we mutilate kids, and now we talk about it on the Senate floor. It's like, no, 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 no. Coffee. Yeah, and Ohio, right, Vision? See, that's right, man. It's all about the local. And this is probably going to ruffle feathers, but you know what? This is the Kook Gang, so this is the Clucking Alamo. It's 2026. It's going to be a little different. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but if your feelings happen to walk out in the middle of the interstate and get ran over, then that's not on me. Don't play in the highway. That's all I can say. But it's like, I'm sorry. How much shit reflect of what you heard 4 years ago? And then now look at where we are now. Okay. So you go, yeah, we were there. I was there. This is where we were talking about. Yep. This is where it was at. And then come up to today. And what have you actually grown on? What have you actually changed? What's actually progressed forward? Or are you repeating the same thing that was said 4 years ago? It's like the whole orange man bad thing, dude. At some point, gosh, there's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger fish to fry. That's all I can say. And you would think that more people would start to kind of go, yeah, wait a minute. It's almost like people don't realize that you got pulled into the orange man bad vacuum. No matter what he does, it's going to be bad. No matter what happens, the end is nigh. And it's just like, no. I personally had the most awesome weekend with my grandson. Hell, we ninja sorted it out. And it was pretty cool. So it just, it's a perspective, man. Perspective. What do you feed in? What's up, Rainwater? Morning. Hearts and non-snowflakes to all, because I can't see my emoji thingamabobbers. Not the thingamabobber. The whatchamacallit. Right, Scat Pack? Just need chocolate cake. Hey, man, I've been making some pretty cool shit, so there is going to be a big change. I'm trying to do the website thing. You can actually go to it and look at what I've gotten so far if you would like to. It is thecluckingalamo.com. I feel like I should drag that out. Thecluckingalamo.com. What's up, Rabbit? Man, I'm just been lazy, dude. I'm straight up gonna own it. But I just, it's out of pure laziness. That's what I told the missus, because she goes, thought you were shaving it. I said, why start my day off every day? I got to kind of flex on my back, stand there and shave and do all, and it's like, you know what? Nah. Thank you, Vision. Let's see. That would be HTTP semicolon forward the clucking no G Alamo.com. So that does not work. Oh, okay. So now it worked. Okay. What's up, Twisted? Need a 3D print of a TX22 skeleton kit. I will have to I'm not sure what that's associated to. So if it's the 22, pew, 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 then I can do some looking. What's up, Cola? I tried to do a store, but man, I got that all screwed up. Everything is so complicated over this web shit now. It's like, what happened to just good old, some Java shit? You got some HTML, put a little dynamic in there, you know, run a little script. It's all cool, batch. But oh no, now, oh wait, you need to do this. Well, now all the database stuff's been consolidated over here, and so now you got to go over to this third party and access shit, and then you got to go over. And it's like, man. Oh yeah, check out my new print. Y'all be looking on these on the side. I'm gonna try to get some of these up. So this is called a Hue Forge. So see how thick that is? Look, little bitty thin thing, but check out the picture. So I can print these out. Isn't that cool? And I found like good old some planes, tanks. I'm actually doing a lion right now, trying it out. But that's pretty cool, ain't it, man? So I'm gonna try to be offering some of these. Look, man, I'm just a redneck in the wood trying to make a buck. What is it? Oh, what's Merle said? I'm just a white boy trying to make a dollar. If Tiger shows up, I'm going to be offering these too, so people can reach out to me. Let me just get kind of a little bit more set up. But these are ammo boxes, while the green one looks all funny because it wants to blur out the green screen. But so the green one is like the black one. But see, like, that's a 9mm. And these are stackable. They'll stack on top of each other. Hey, what's up, Tiger? Okay, well, hey, is yours a 40 Smith & Wesson? Like, I got you this one. This box printed out, and I wasn't sure if you'd like it or not. Or if you want yellow lettering like that. If you'd like the yellow lettering on this like this, then I'll print you up some. There's NATO's, any 5.56ers. What? Pretty cool. So I'm going to be throwing okay, well, that's these. Yeah. So I can make them where the lettering and the bullet has the print like this, make it more visible. Or if you're okay with the black, then I'll print you out a few of these. But I figured I would try to start making these for some people because, that way if you got your shit stored in like the good old cardboard boxes, you take that out and you could throw them in these little racks, and then they kind of more, you ain't got to worry about nothing falling apart. Do you see? I wish I could show you the green. I can't show you the green. The stupid green screen bullshit. What's the deal with the green screen, man? I ain't got no green screen. So this is green. I guess you can barely catch it in between my fingers. It doesn't green that part out, but it's kind of, and it's funny. See my shirt? It doesn't do my shirt, but it's the same freaking color as my shirt. I don't know, man. It's a weird world. That's all I can say. So, would you like them black or green? And if all black is, it can be black. Okay. Then I'm cool with that. These are the green ones. That's just so weird. It won't do my shirt, but it'll do the box. Printing that stuff out. Some signs that y'all can keep an eye out for. Hey man. I'm just trying. Making some bird houses. I'm going to have some bird houses up for sale, different styles. This was a little gnome house I found, so Oh, I got this lantern. There's one. That's one of the lanterns that I made for Christmas time. Let's see. I got a remote for it. Bam! See the light? It's the light. I printed those and made those. They got little. I put little pucks in them and got remotes. So got that there. Got this little lighthouse that it's actually a screwed up job, but I went ahead and plugged it up for display measures. I'm getting my capitalist groove on. What can I say? Get with you later. Alrighty. Thank you, Kiss Off. Yep. Well, you know, oh, and check this out. I'm going to do a little giveaway. I got these. It's called Find the Home. It's got, as you can see, various things on it. So, like, here's the little steps to get your stick and your two small rocks, then how to position them. That way you can determine your direction. It's got a little storage tray where you can stick some matches in it. And it's got a little, whoop, I still got to sand these down a little bit, but it's got a tick remover that'll slide right into there. What's up, Tony? And then on the other side, you got your constellation stuff to help you get lined. It's got a little measuring piece. And when all else fails, you can whistle for some help. What's up, PJ? So I'm gonna try to give some of those away. Where's that? Here we go. Oh, and I've also printed out like some of these little for the garden and people. So these are so like if you got stakes and you're trying to hold your plants up, you can clip this around the stake and then around the plant. So, Twisted, the brian.rescue@gmail. Let's see, I think I actually have that over here. And I'm going to kind of get more set up. That way, there's my email. Wait, what did you say, Rabbit? So I'll be quiet. It's cool. That's awesome. I'd be on that whistle all day. If you could 3D print a new brain for all of Congress, right? Well, there's plenty of empty space up in between their ears to work with, so. So, and then give me a little time, like on the website. I was trying to do a community forum part, and I thought I had it set up, but the permissions and shit got screwy. So, to be able to show people at least what I've been trying to work on, then I turned it off. So, it's my structure's in the background, but I gotta, that way we'd have a way, because I don't really want to. Like, I don't know. I don't want to do no Patreon or. I do have I'm going to start posting my Cash App. I got a Cash App. I got the Venmo from back when I did the auction. And then I have the Buy Me a Coffee. And then that way, if people want to help, but I'm also thinking with the Buy Me a Coffee of doing like a little membership kind of thing. And then what I'll do is during the month, we'll do random drawings, and then I can just like gather some of the stuff that I make, and I'll just send you a box of shit. I've little got the little Morse code cards. I made some more because I'm making them for somebody. They were asked for a few. So, oh yeah, and I'm going to try to make some more of these and have these available. These are little, you take the utility knife blades, but then you can make the little housings. You can clip it on shit, but it's got a little paracord cutter groove in it right there. There we go. To where you can just, if you need to cut the line, but then you can also have your handy little blade. So I'm just going to try to have a few things available, and just, hey man, like I said, I'm just a redneck in the woods trying to make a buck. Arrive in 20 minutes and you can have grits, eggs, and deer sausage, jalapeno bits. You know what? Oh, just a big old teasers. The 3D printers will replicate. That's the beginning of the end. They're going to start making themselves. Got to go. Hit you. All right. Will do, Michael. Rabbit's off to the shower. Got to go shopping with Blackbird. Y'all behave now. All righty, Rabbit. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Make it a good day, sir. Anyway, just trying to do things, and sorry, I just ain't been around much. I've just kind of really been trying to get my head in a better place, and I want to stay more, I don't know. It just takes effort to swim upstream, and right now the mainstream is going one direction, and it takes effort to swim upstream, and you get frustrated, and it is what it is. There's a lot of stuff going down. There's a lot of potential threat, and I don't negate that. So people that, act like I'm some kind of sheep or something, it's like, whatever. But you can live in fear, or you can just, it's kind of like electricity. You respect it. You don't, what it can do, but you don't like shy away from every time you go to cut the light on, or, oh no, there's a plug. I mean, so don't act that way in life. Learn to man, a threat is just a threat. Catch yourself as the peak of the moment's happening, but then pull yourself back and start just working it. That's it's like anything else. You just got to work it. It's kind of like the little what the hell was that in The Lion King? You got to work it. It used to cruise along with Pumbaa, the warthog. Forgot what that little critter was. If our heads ain't stuck in our butts, it's in a better place, right? I mean, it's like the Maduro thing, man. You notice how none of these people are saying shit about Minnesota, but all of a sudden the Venezuelan shit's bad. It's like, well, that's funny. You didn't say shit about all the drug boats and all the corrupt dictatorship and killing of people over there. So, I don't know. That's why you just got to watch, man. You just got to, all this, and it's going to come on waves. And what that does is that, everybody talks about distractions. Oh, that's a distraction. Oh, that's a distraction. Well, think about that. Think about that distraction. So when you wake up in the morning, do you wake up and kind of be like, oh, God? Because then if you do, then maybe you got to start right there. Maybe you shouldn't be waking up in the mornings with such a feeling of doom on you. And so then what did you go to sleep listening to? What's on your mind most of the time? Are you trying to find something positive? Is that your goal throughout a day? I'm not saying you're going to find it, but to make the goal to find the positive changes the dynamics of your brain. It changes the dynamic of your thinking, and then you don't fall into these keyword type triggers. Because see, there's the thing about the whole depression, oppression, anxiety, all the negative shit. You then become susceptible to trigger words, you know, and you just, and then you get pulled in even without knowing it. You get pulled in, and so, and then you can look back on a day and go, damn, what did I do today? And think about that. Think about that this evening. When y'all sit down this evening and you're doing your evenings. And by the way, Vision, if you're still listening, sir, it's not super. It's called supper. We got breakfast, we got lunch, we got second lunch, and then we got supper. Some of y'all might call that shit dinner. I don't know. I forgot what y'all refer to dinner. Is dinner y'all's lunch? I forgot. Anyway, them North people up there. No, I'm just thinking. But, you know, when you sit down for your supper, think about that. Process that for the day and kind of go, yeah, what did I do today? And it's like, don't just kind of be like, well, I moved that over there. So you go, but what was the most of your time invested in? Was it in growing? Was it moving the ball forward? Was it finding something positive? And if you're around younger people, just know that your negativeness feeds off a vibe. And so, you know, take that shit with a grain of salt if you want, but that's, I sit here and watch it at play with my grandson. I can watch it if the mood between everybody talking turns into something that they're, you know, people aren't happy with. Like, you know, we get to talking, you get the politic thing, and you can tell he starts like getting more active. It's almost like you can see him getting stirred up just by feeling that vibe. And so, you know, and I ain't no know-it-all. I ain't no, you know, guru, sensei, whatever. But I'm just observing life, you know, and I've walked through many avenues, and now I just have the opportunity to reflect back. I now can process things a little different. I got something for depression and anxiety. It's called Mo Weed. Smoke them if you got them. What's up, Tony? Right. I just, you know, I'm going to try to get, trying to figure out how I want to do the stuff that I'm going to work on, because I really am not into the video editing thing. I mean, it's cool and I always have bright ass ideas, but I just, man, that's a lot of work. You know, you got to sit and you look, you got to watch, you look at yourself or look at it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I just ain't got it in me. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, last meal, supper. So you call your lunch dinner? See, I knew there was something weird about that up there. Owner of the upholstery shop can't work for 3 months. Guess who gets to step up? Right on. Cambo Carl in the house. Woot woot. Hey, that's making money. We call lunch dinner is supper. Now, okay, look, there's breakfast, then you have lunch, and then you have supper. Then you have second lunches somewhere in between there too. But hey, and then you have the brunch, So you actually have breakfast, brunch, lunch, second lunches, and then supper. See? Of course, maybe that's why McAllen, Texas is like the most obese city in the country, which I found ironic when I saw that little story. And I was like, wow, this is what happens when a whole city lives off fast food. Carolina says, I've been more in the Word and on my knees praying, and it's way better than worrying about stuff or drama. Oh, yeah. See, and it's like that. You know, I don't know. I don't live in fear. What's going to be is going to be. You know, all I can do is the right, responsible thing as I'm doing. So that's why I like voting. All I can do is go down and check a box for a person. You know, I don't get to determine the outcome. I can watch over it. I can try to voice any concern. But at the end of the day, it's gone. You know, it's like mailing a letter. You know, you can sit there and stress over the next month that you worded everything right, or you can just call it mailed and it's in the mail. It is what it is. And then you go on and, you know, you laugh and you enjoy the days in and days out, and it is what it is. I've kind of come to terms with that. That's where I'm at. You know, I'm not naive. I'm just focusing on everything that's going down is just too time consuming. Ain't nobody got time for that. Isn't that what that lady does? Ain't nobody got time for that. Right, Tony? All right, PJ. Make it a good day, ma'am. Yeah, I wondered how y'all did. So, did y'all have a good New Year's? I don't guess I've even. I don't know. So, yeah, I guess it has been a minute. Man, them steaks we had for Christmas, that was some good stuff. We had leftovers even. Them damn things were so big. It was so funny. We actually had gotten one for everybody, so we had 7 of those because we were thinking of like the one I had gotten for Thanksgiving. So it's like, well, we'll just get everybody one of those. And so we talked to the dude and we got everybody one. And then whenever she come in the door and I opened that paper and looked, and I went, oh wow. And I started kind of picking them up, and I would wash them off and lay them over there on the pan. And then I was like, yeah, there ain't no way we're doing all 7 of these. Hell, they all won't fit on my griddle. They were big, but damn, they were good. I love steak and taters. We in and watching last part tribulation. Psh, I don't know. It's like the book says, Cherokee. Ain't nobody know when that day's gonna come. So I don't focus on it. What I do find ironic, and so look, man, if anybody does this, I don't know it, so I ain't calling nobody out because I don't know anybody in chat that so this ain't personal. I do find it ironic all the focus that gets put on Revelation, and it's like everybody wants to know the consequences that are coming and how it's all going to come about, but very few people take into account. But where are you at when this moment starts? Like, you sure you're on the right side of things? You sure you're good? Like you've cleaned all your shit up? You ain't got no little skeletons hanging over in there that because God don't care about all this man-made stuff. He's fixing to go into that character, that soul, them thoughts that you didn't tell nobody else about. There's where that law lies. And it's like, I get it if you want to focus on all the, coming in and this and this, but at the same time, I don't know. Are you ready? It's easy to talk about that. Oh, the end times. Okay, are you ready? Like, you're good? You're squared away? You got no issues? Okay. What's up, JD Prepping? Hey, thank you, Dusty. Carl says, what? The apocalypse still trending in 20. Dude, it trends every year. Hell, I was a kid and I remember seeing people on a corner saying, the end is nigh. So now I think back in over 60 years, it's like, damn, I wonder how that dude finished out his days. Like, did he stand there for 5, 10 years, 50? Wonder, where did them people end up? Because here I am now 60, and it's like, well, damn. It wasn't right around the corner, apparently, so I wonder what happened. There you go. He spits out lukewarm. That's what people need to remember. Well, that's, and it's just, look, I believe in the Creator. I believe in Jesus Christ, our Lord, our Savior. But I get it. Everybody's got their own belief and they've got their own thoughts. If whatever you're holding to a higher esteem isn't encouraging a better life and for you to be a better person type thing, then I don't know. Sounds weird. And so what is your time consumed with? Once again, it's like you only get X amount of hours in a day. So if you look at that 24-hour process, where's most of the time spent? Was most of the time spent saying how bad things are and, oh my God, there's no hope? And is that the message that's being reflected to people around? So is that where, man, that negative stuff has consequences. I think the missus made it to work. What is this? Classic Firearms is having a sale. What is this? So you can get a Rossi R92 carbine 44 Magnum with a 16.5-inch threaded barrel, 8-round lever action with a scope mount for $619.99. Ooh, there's a Henry 4570, 16.5-inch. And yeah, $2,000. Ain't happening. Nice rifles. Ain't happening. And sorry, I'm not ignoring chat. I just got distracted. I thought about making a sign I can wear. I don't think I have it right. This end of the world talk. My world ends when I fall off the porch and bust my head open. And it's my end of the world. See you there. Bring a fan. It's going to be hot down there. Yeah, not for me. I'm working my way up. It's easy to joke about, I got to say. But you start looking at eternity and just kind of like, wait a minute. So if this is just a drop in the bucket, so what's it like then for eternity? Yeah, it might be impertinent. I can remember as a little kid the preacher saying Jesus is coming soon. Well, he hasn't came yet, but doesn't mean he's not coming today. Welcome back, Coffee First. Oh, wait. Well, so I can't quite replicate it all, but hold on. I don't know if Vision's still around, but if not, I can at least say I did it. Oh, wait, no, I'm not supposed to do that yet. I'm supposed to do this. So I'm supposed to go. And so then this goes off the screen. And then you can hear the sound of it coming back. Let's see. Which one was it? Was it this one? Pretty things. Little coffee first and then speak. See, I pay attention sometimes. Used to buy cases of 5 each SKS with bayonet cleaning kit for $75. But you had to remove cosme. Oh, that's it, Carolina. That's what I come to terms with. Yeah, and I actually just finished the gallery thing on that. That's why there's no photos yet. Just bear with me. I thought about making a big banner over there going under construction over the whole damn thing, but then I was like, well, no, that's... Oh, and I got some... There's some like little seedling stuff for starting seeds, little trays, self-watering tray type stuff, and I'm going to try to look into those and maybe print those out and two things hell won't have is AC and water. Well, man, I mean, I just, and that's, you can, and I'm not knocking the brimstone and fire and stuff, but just think of, I don't know, for me, what works for me is just thinking that, wow, so every miserable day that I've had, what if that was amplified by 10 and that was my existence for eternity? Like that was what I was fixing to experience for eternity. And I'm like, man, I don't know. That was enough to scare me straight kind of thing. Just all the bad things I've seen, you just, the miserable days that I've had, how bad I felt. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I really want to. Not to mention, dude, when you really get down to it, it's this simple. Like, what? Okay. Like, what are you really like deprived of? Like, what are you, because you choose a more righteous path? What you can't have fun, you can't enjoy things, you can't, what is it? I mean, sure, you try to veer away from the whole debauchery type shit, and maybe the victimization stuff or the abuse stuff, and heaven forbid, because it's like what I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to try to encourage people because I do think you're here. I think you gotta get out of the funk, man. You gotta get out of the funk, and then maybe I think that's probably some of the, I don't know, man, almost like a hatred or pushback, when it comes to talking any mention of God or Christianity, man, people will run like roaches with a light cut on kind of thing. And you kind of wonder, like, what's the drive of that? And then it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's like the evilness that just kind of floats about, because, it's the devil's world, man. This is where we're supposed to be making choices. Be sure not to treat salvation as a matter of fire insurance. Right, Grumpy? Because that's where all this shit generates from. Oh, look at what's going on over there. Oh, look at what they're doing over there. What's over there? And that's where it all comes from. It's all this negative shit because then people just don't want to step outside, tune out the noise, and take a deep breath and just understand that there's nature in existence. You know, I can't speak for life in the concrete jungle. And I'm not trying to downplay anybody. I personally can't foresee that. Me and the missus have even talked, and I'm like, can you imagine if she, no, because it's just not in my nature. But go find a place, go to a park. You're like, look at old Mad Chad. He does his little walks and stuff, and just take the hills and goes out and explores nature and stuff. Of course, maybe one day I can walk around that much, but son, he be trucking it. Right, go camping. It's the good old days, Dusty, think about that. Camping, fishing, going out water skiing, playing frisbee at the beach or whatever, just going and enjoying life. Because there is a life. Unless you're called up today, then there's a life. And the older you are, you're putting off an aura, a vibe. So you're helping set the tone. You just I think people need to own up to that. Excuse me. Saying and doing, big difference. You have to live it and believe it for it to count. Oh yeah, well that's where I think a lot when it comes to on that particular belief, and I'm with you on that, is I think there's a big eye opener. I think all this man-made repetitive stuff that we do to justify, it's not going to matter. Carl wants to go hoteling, camping overload. You think you want to go hoteling, Camo Carl? Go get you a hotel room, but when you do, take you a UV light with you, and then when you check in and you set your bags down on the floor, walk over to the bed, pull back the comforter, and then turn on the UV light and wave it over that bed, and then you pick your bag back up and you go back out to the car and going, I don't know, I think I could probably just sleep in the back seat and it'll be more comfortable. Live in the woods, but I've done a lot of camping, tons of it. Oh, I know, that's what we used to do that. I mean, hell, that's what it wasn't about going and dumping thousands of dollars into this, going down to the Disney I mean, we did Astro World in Houston, but I have that battery black light outside, right? And on that note, I'm going to get back to my chores. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to make it a beautiful day, Miss Carolina. I hope you and the hubby make it a good day. Because there's just, man, sometimes I get it, and that's, I guess you could say I have the blessing of doing that, but it took me a little bit to realize it as a blessing, but you just kind of can go out and you watch the birds land, or you watch, the bees fly by, you watch, just nature. I'll watch the chickens. Had a cabin at Willis Creek, one on the river, and had a great tent for Blue Rock. State land, it's cheap. Oh, there you go. Hey, what's up, Billy? Morning, ma'am. Hope you and Metal had a good New Year's. Even the ceiling glowed. Oh, Lord. Believing doesn't automatically do and happen. Believing for many is just the beginning of making the change that doing facilitates. Well, yeah, you start off, man, if you can just, if you having faith in something that you can't physically see takes effort, and it takes intent. Like you have to want to find it. You have to want it. Hey, what's up, Pilgrim 420? What's up? On the road again. Excellent holidays. Cool. Kane Corso in the house. Morning. Let's see, there was something else that happened. What else was it? Oh, I will say, dude, I caught a little glimpse this morning. Apparently, Trump did this little gaggle on Air Force One, and man, Lindsey Graham. And it's like, man, you know what? I don't know why he feels like he needs to back that dude, but, you know, everybody makes stupid decisions. So we're all prone to that. And I'm guessing that his was to pick Lindsey Graham. That dude is just a worm. God knows everyone's heart. He knows if someone is truly giving their hearts. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why all the things that people say and the things that they do that for other people to see isn't going to matter. It's going to be the soul. That's that inner part. That's that part that a lot of people even hide from themselves. Sir Kane Star. He's a star. Is this when we go, oh? Did you see the latest post about Tim Walz? No. Well, I mean, I don't know. I know he's called him a dumbass, an idiot. And I'm hoping he gets locked up, dude. I mean, we're fixing to see, you know. What? Tim Walz with no balls? I'll say it. Tampon Timmy. He's supposed to step down. See, I don't know, man. That's their. Anything I think people think is probably going to be a little off just because everything is ass backwards right now. I mean, like, I'm hoping that there's some stuff. I'm hoping old Pam Bondi kind of proves a lot of people wrong. I'll say she's pulled a few things that I think people called her bad on and didn't think she was doing anything, and then come to find out she was actually working it so that she could get some of these court cases down in Florida instead of in New York, where the grand juries would have just let them skate. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, see, this is one of these moments. So, okay. So a bunch of shit's gone down. I mean, I'm pissed off on them, all the shit that the fraud that they've exposed. I get it. Orange Man's got 3 years to go. This has started the third one. So we'll see what happens. But I know that there's things around here that regardless of what goes down there, I need to be in a different place here. So that's why I pay attention, but I focus on here. That's my intent for 2026. It's not to focus on all that, but to focus on here and share that message with you guys and those that want to hear it. What's up, Show and Tell? Good morning. Remember the couple and the dog that got killed? He says, who? Okay, now I will, but y'all on the Roku. We on the Roku. We Rokuing it. That's it, Teresa. Live chat. Otherwise, you're just following the YouTube overlord's algorithm. Top chat is for the weak and the followers. I'm just saying. Because in top chat, you only get to see what YouTube decides is important. And so here's the top ones. This is what you can see. So think about it. If you voluntarily stay in top chat, you're just voluntarily saying, okay, YouTube, tell me what's important. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Don't shoot the messenger. Share Bear. Kiss off. You're always in top chat. Oh, wait. The cup was supposed to dramatically leave the screen. And then there was supposed to be the leaning and the reaction. And there we go. Sorry, there's my vision preparedness impression. Coffee first. Got to go to work. Roger that, ma'am. Don't work too hard, just hard enough. Alrighty, Miss Coffee. Probably not, but because I don't know if I'll be doing the long ones. I'm thinking about doing some evening stuff. Muck love to you all. Muck and muck. I'm just picking on you. Take care, ma'am. Oh, Coffee's gonna be on tonight. She thinks. Cool. So Miss Coffee might be on tonight. I thought about doing something Wednesday after Mike and them, Hudson Valley, kind of like a middle of the week. And then maybe doing something at the end of the week, kind of help just bring a smile, a chuckle, or something there on a Friday to give people something for the weekend, help kind of lift the sails. 7 p.m. in the only time zone that matters. But you're in the East Coast, so what are you going to do? You going to do it at 8? Is that what you're doing? I don't want to confuse the situation. She's just trying to act like they're all that because they're on the East Coast and an hour and ahead and think that's important. Never mind, it's Central Time Zone. Sign languages. Hey, I still remember the alphabet from when I was a kid. A, B, C, D, E. What is it? E, F, G. No. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I don't know. Sorry, I got lost in my own little moment. She said sign language. I always think about that to this day. It was one of my rehab days as a young person, and I can still remember this deaf guy that I was in the room with, and that's how I learned it. So one finger G, two for H. Okay. What's up, Miss Sandy? Morning, morning. Remember, says, good night. It seems that over the course of Christmas and New Year's, everyone has forgotten how their computers work. Today is going to be enjoyable. It was funny too on New Year's. We were up at midnight New Year's, and then we were kind of chuckling, going, "Yeah, you remember Y2K? Everything was going to end. All the computers were going to shut down. The world was going to go upside down." And here we are, 2026. Oh, wait, what did I just miss? Swing. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz announced Monday that he is ending his bid for re-election. Well, yeah, he better be getting a lawyer. He's fixing to go to prison, I hope. Right, Carl, the one finger universal. Number one, Teresa, that's the one. Coffee says, okay, really got to go now. Much, not much. Love to y'all. All right, Coffee. Make it a good day, ma'am. Help somebody smile. Cherokee, Wednesday, you need to do this. Rescue Afternoon, Vision 7, Hudson 8. Right, came the Y2K joke. But see, think about that. So remove everything that you know, like right now, and just kind of take yourself back to that moment. And what was all the rhetoric? What was all the vibe, the talk, and like, oh my God, the banks are going to have all this, and then nothing. And it's kind of like we're still perpetuating that same thing 25 years later, 26 years later. It's cray cray. I think that's what the kids say, cray cray. Or that's what they did. Who knows? I might be a generation off. Shit moves so fast. Feeding my face and watching. Oh, and Teresa says Cherokee Vision isn't on Wednesdays. The guy that did it said Timmy told him to. Oh, yeah. Vision Detroit. Cray Cray and Riri. That's it. They all Cray Cray and Riri. Let's see. No. Okay. Making sure that wasn't no kind of message or nothing. 401 is still there. Yep. Now, I'll tell you now, people that do that stock stuff, they'll probably be doing good. I don't know. I don't do stocks. So, hell, I am not the most frugal person. I just don't. I don't know, man. I saw the change money brings about a long time ago, and pretty much got sober and clean, and realized that's where that whole love of money is the root of all evil. And it's like, yeah, that love of money makes you do all kinds of goofy shit. oil is jumping the market. Oh well, this whole Venezuela thing will change dynamic on oil prices. I hope it brings gas prices down some. And isn't it ironic though how everybody could jump into all the doom shit that's going to happen? Like, oh, it's not going to do that. It's not going to do this. But nobody ever wants to even kind of take on that. Well, hopefully it does this. Hopefully it does this. It's always and then nobody ever comes back later to go, oh, I was wrong on that. I guess it didn't collapse. It's like that end of night guy that was on the corner 60 years ago. How come he didn't have to come back and go, sorry, I kind of spent the last 2 decades telling you that this was all going to be over, but here we are. Nobody ever has to own up to all the bullshit that they spit out. Rescue must go to Salisbury, North Carolina. See y'all later. Be back by 12. Roger that, Cherokee. Be safe on the road. Remember, it ain't just your driving you got to worry about. It's all them other people. It's them cray-cray Riri's on the road. What's up, Song of the South? Uh-oh. Woohoo, I caught that one. Oh, boy. I need to set up that little deck thing to push buttons and make all this shit happen just quick and automatic. Never have done that. Excuse me. Advert. It's like ad RV. Morning. Hope you had a good new year. Hope all is well for everybody. Stealing oil is but a byproduct of the spoils. Rather not have it go to our competitors, but shutting down the drugs is most important. But see, here's the thing. It's not stealing oil. That's what I told my son, because my son said that at first, going, oh, it's all about the oil. They just want to take the oil. Hold on. You need to look at history, go back, read what went down. So those were American companies that went over and established refineries over there, and they were doing business, and just like in a regular country, and Venezuela was very profitable and their life was pretty good. And then the Hugo dude came in and did the whole communist socialist shit and made those refineries national things. So basically they stole those refineries and all that equipment and all that shit from the American companies, and then they've been running that in a communist nationalist way under government control, only to feed cartels and our enemies. So basically sparked the wrong little nerve, decided, you know what, if we're going to stop the drug boats, let's just go on over there and we're going to take his ass out. We're going to go ahead and get our refineries back. Those companies can go back in and they can fire them back up and start bringing oil back out. Venezuela can start to have an economy, and maybe those people can start to have a flipping ass life. And I don't understand what's so bad about that. Where does that go wrong? Why is that such an evil, bad thing? Ooh. So anyway, what's up, wild child? So we didn't steal anything. If anything, we've helped liberate them from a dictator, socialist, communist rule. And because they do have refineries and oil there, they can be managed to help get back on their feet. And it is funny. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Not to mention, so where was all the whining and bitching and all the panicking and freaking out? Whatever Biden put a $25 million bounty on Maduro's head, when the world stage even called him a narco-terrorist dictator. But Trump does something about it, and all of a sudden it's bad. And see, and then this is what people need to like. How many people that aren't on the Democratic side, but they're going to pick up that whole Trump went in there, oh my God, he's starting a war, and how many of those? So it's like, see, people get pulled into that vacuum, man. Shoot, Wild Child, it was pretty good. Had some good time with little man. Uh, my daughter and granddaughter came up for Christmas, so that was cool. A very good reminder of what's here in this world that's important. You can't have something good without bad things happening to some. About time we started standing up for. I know that's what I'm talking about. And dude, like, okay, they shot at a chopper. From the last I heard, a chopper took some rounds, but it still continued the mission and finished it. So we didn't lose any souls. We didn't lose any equipment. And we achieved the target, which they also sent a global message, FAFO. And I'm sorry, I just don't. If they go to managing it bad, then I can understand. Now I'll be the first one to kind of go, yeah, well, that's wrong. But I get it, man. Hopefully there will be. Okay. Right, Grumpy? See, it's just like that. There's a lot coming out over the stolen election now, out of Georgia, too. It's just that you don't hear that shit on the news. There's a team of people. Yeah, kiss off. That's what it's. He takes the advice of people, and he had, I'm sure he values their opinion, and that's why they're in those positions. Oh yeah, there's another thing. People want to know, well, why isn't more being done? Well, I don't know how many people are griping at their senators that they need to pass. I think there's like 100 and something people that haven't been appointed yet. So there's still like over 100 plus people that haven't finished their appointments to actually get started in their jobs. So I don't know. That could slow some things up too. But that's right. Since the media doesn't talk about it, then it's not important. Grr. What's up, Miss Tammy? Morning, morning. Happy New Year, ma'am. I think Mexico will be maybe next. Everyone says Cuba or Colombia, but we have had MQ-4C Triton drawn up over the Yucatan. Yeah, I don't, but see, I think it's a different, I don't know, to be honest, show. So, I mean, this is just speculation. I'm just, spitballing. But, see, I think the dynamics with Mexico is a little different because while we know that they're run by cartels and it's obvious, but on the world stage, that hasn't been like viewed as a dictatorship kind of regime. And that's how the Colombia and Venezuela and Cuba are, on the European stage, all that shit. So I wonder that's why I think we play ball with Mexico different because it's their status quo makes it different. Where the other countries, it's like, okay, we can just deal with your ass. But see, that's one I give him credit, man. I don't think he's wanting to get into wars. I don't think he's wanting to just cost lives. I mean, think about it. That's what he gripes about with every time he gets asked about Ukraine, Russia. he always repetitively, sometimes most annoying, repeats over and over how many people are dying all the time. So I mean, to that sounds like it must be kind of a thing for him, you know. I don't know, man. That's why it really was a trip, because you kind of wonder. It's like, so is nothing ever going to be good enough? Like, there's just, and that's where I get the, you got to watch it, man. I think there's a vibe of no hope that just spreads, and it's like a cancer. It infiltrates, and then it starts to spread because everybody's got something to be unhappy about. It's not that you don't. I'm not saying it's a perfect world, but it's all in perspective. And like I said, if you wake up in the morning going, "Oh shit," then that you need to look at that. Why are you waking up before anything has even gone down? Like, are you foreboding your doom? You know? I know I saw people dancing in the streets, and that makes me happy. I hope they get aid. Most people there are starving. It's disgusting. I'm right. You know, I mean, oh shit. Oh wait, what is that? Oh no. Oh no. Coffee. I don't have the cool little sparkly sound effect Trent does, so you get what you get. Nobody on this planet should be hungry, period. Nope. That means they need to get up off their ass and they need to provide for themselves, Scat Peck. The problem is that somewhere we came up with a narrative that, oh no, look, you look hungry. I should give you food. No. Hey, you look hungry. Do you want to come over and make a buck so you can get you some food? That was the used to be the message. We changed that to we're just here. And now you literally have people that want to tell you how they're on their EBT card and they're pissed off. And it's like, well, that's funny because you're obese, you have a brand new car, rent free, and it's like, why are you griping at the taxpayers? What's up, Rank? And that punk ass that went after JD Vance's home. Oh, they had some dude that went after JD Vance's home? I think a lot of these judges that are turning things down, I think Antifa threatens them. I think that's why sometimes you see this most weird shit, and it's like, wait, what? And you just think of the threats that they might have gotten or their family got. There can be no reconciliation without true repentance. Fact is, the people that perpetrated stuff against the U.S. and its citizens are unrepentant. There are costs to non-reconciliation. I don't know where these protesters have a right to say shit. They never lived over there. Oh, I know. Those people in Venezuela never got a dime from the oil kickbacks. It's all went to other countries. Oh, I know. Well, that's now they get their oil back. Now they can go back to being more of a fruitful, prosperous country like they used to be before old Hugo Chavez dude come in there and seized control of the oil refineries and made that all his personal bank account. I was talking about a dictator keeping food. I got you, Skepec. But we did, though. That's why we end up with these cities of all these handout programs. I'm sorry, where's the main populace of all the crazy behavior, the radical left, whatever you want to refer to it? It's in these metropolitan cities. Why do people gather there? Why are the major portion of handout programs they're in these metropolitan cities? It's like a magnet. And there is no free shit. There ain't nothing for free. I don't give a shit if you see a buy one, get one free. Ain't nothing for free. Error and opportunity. That's the only thing you get for free. It's all a word salad game. It's all shuck and jive marketing. If anyone says Happy New Year in February, you can piss off. I'll tell you Happy New Year in July. How you like that shit? Drinking the hazelnut coffee. Classic roast. Folgers. Straight up. Don't you think the Venezuelans will miss the warm embrace of socialism? I'm hoping that what happens, what would, okay, so what I would like to, what I would hope would happen, what it'd be nice to happen is that this actually goes through and it gets managed. They start cleaning that shit up. It kind of gets more like a El Salvador kind of thing. They're all getting cleaned up, and then their refineries firing back up, and they actually have a governmental body that actually wants to like work on their country, and they become prosperous, because that would send a message then for all these other little third world shitholes that you don't have to live in a shithole. You need to don't listen to the socialist communist bullshit. No additives to my coffee. Full gusto. That's it, Tammy. They call that magic rescue. Watch this hand while I slap you with the other. Oh, usually it's they shake your hand with one while they're stabbing you in the back with the other one. They only shake your hand to pull you in closer so they can bury it in even deeper. Damn, that almost reminds me of some people that I've encountered. Said that out loud, that had kind of a different little impact. All of a sudden, it was like, wait, I just had to hear myself. The death grip. By the way, for all you men out there, if you don't know it, but when you shake hands, if you do this, that's how you get your hand squeezed. If you'll throw your index finger up the wrist side, then your hand won't get squished. I'm just giving y'all a pointer. That way it doesn't feel so limp. That's not magic. Chocolate cake is magic with that cream. Chocolate cake is magic. Scat Pack is a sugar addict. She will live off of chocolate pudding, chocolate cake. Just give her the cocoa, man. Hate a weekend shake getting caught short, freaking suck. I know you kind of just reach out, and then all of a sudden you're kind of like, oh, well, it kind of makes it hard to gauge. And all of a sudden you kind of got to look at them going, well, I don't know. Do I got to worry about hurting your feelings? I mean, do you not got a grip? Do you got no? Have you noticed that old Pelosi, Clinton, and Russia disappeared? Oh, yeah, they're all trying to lay low, staying out of the limelight, but that ain't going to help them none. It ain't going to help them. Their times are coming. I would like to think, I just keep a positive outlook. It can go either way, because I don't know. I ain't running nothing but my mouth. But I do, my outlook, I hope that there is a price to pay, and it's going to come. Consequences. And it's been nice. I've heard a few, on up in the food chain type people mention how that, people, in order for people to have any faith in the government, they're going to have to start seeing results. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Now let's just hope you follow through with that, because that's what we need. We need to see some accountabilities. We need to start seeing shit go down. And I think it would pick up momentum, and hopefully that they start this ball goes, man, because I don't know. All the narrative is against them because, like I said, the negative wants to win. So the Debbie Downers, the negative Nancys, all this stuff is going to kick in even more because midterms are coming. So you're going to hear all the failures more. You're going to hear how poor Orange Man bad and all this bullshit. And it's because it's got to keep that down. Got to keep that. Don't need to gather any national pride in America. Although I will, by the way, let me just point out the freaking obvious. We've been here 250 years. This is our birthday. This is our year, 250 years. Freedom rings. So the big intent on trying to tell you that it's not real, oh, you're not really free and all that. Well, maybe not where that person lives, but that doesn't dictate everywhere for everybody. You know, so 250 years. Oh, failed experiment. I don't know. 250 years we changed the dynamic of the world. So I don't know if we failed yet. We can fail. We can all let it go because we're all spoiled kids running around here taking advantage and complaining about something that was built by our, great grandfather type stuff. Think about that. 250 years. Well, we allowed it. We allowed it. I get the tax thing. I get it. I get all that shit, but we allowed it. It's like, people want to do the George Carlin. I've seen a lot of these thumbnails. George Carlin, he tried to tell us, he told us. So, well, then, I'm sorry if you're bragging that you were told, 20 years ago that everything was going to go to shit and you did nothing about it. Is that really something to brag about? Like, I've known for 20 years and you didn't raise no awareness. You didn't make your point then to bring awareness. Oh, all this, I don't know. It's all a bunch of bullshit. $250 we've changed the world dynamics. We did bring freedom. We did bring some peace. Now, are we losing it? Sure, we're handing it over. We're freaking taking Uber. We're getting people to deliver our groceries. Ooh, it's the government's fault. No, they're not. The government didn't make you go get the latest and greatest iPhone and then order your food for that person down there at Walmart to bring you your groceries. The government didn't make you get that iPhone and then order somebody to go down to Burger King and get your damn crappy ass factory food. No, the government didn't make you do none of that shit. The government didn't make you scream at your wife in front of your children and raise them in an aggressive household. The government didn't make you go do drugs. I love that whole little, well, the government brought the, crack into the neighborhood stuff. Okay, so I'm sure if I wanted to find it, there's probably somebody doing some meth within, an hour of me somewhere. I guarantee it. But you got to go look for it. You got to want to do that. So that's why all this victimization shit. Taxes. Hell, if you don't like the taxes you're paying, then start rallying voices and become aware and attentions. How does your taxes get set into play, and then go after that? Like down here in Texas, we have tax assessors that are elected in by the county. So if you don't like what your tax assessor's doing, then you vote somebody else in next round. So find out how that works in your area. Not every area is the same. Some people, that's what I find out around here. People want to build these big old homes and then they start bitching about the taxes that they're paying them. It's like, well, did you want your bragging rights because you have your $1.5 million home? Ooh. Okay. Pay the taxes on the damn thing. There you go. I'm totally cool if somebody thinks I live in a shack that's worth $5,000. I don't give a shit. keep my taxes low. I ain't looking for bragging rights, but all these people that want bragging rights and all the fluff and shit, then they want to bitch when they get called out. And it's like, okay, well, if you think it's worth so much, then here, pay the taxes on that. Whoa, this isn't fair. You hear it around here all the time. It's like, I said this, I was talking to somebody, you get people that ride up around here, they come up for the weekend and they're like, oh, this is so beautiful up here. It's quiet. Oh, look, it's peaceful. Oh, this is so nice. And then they buy a place up here. And then next thing you know, within months, all of a sudden it's like, well, where's the street lights? Somebody needs to fix these roads. Somebody needs to take care of this. Somebody needs to take care of that. Well, where's the city? Who takes care of this? And what? Can you please go back where you came from? It blows my mind. You come into a place and you go, wow, this is so pretty. This is nice. I think we want to buy and live here. And then you get there and then it's like, oh, well, it all needs to change. We need to change that. This needs to change. That needs to change. This needs to change. That needs to. Can you go away? What's up, Snooks? Morning. Yeah, I caught some guy. It was a thumbnail. I don't know. I think I was waiting for a print to finish. And I saw this thumbnail, and then there was some dude, and I'm assuming that he lived like in Denver or something and now moved to Arkansas. And now he's tripping over his neighbors and how his neighbors look at him kind of funny and stuff. It's like, dude, I don't know. It's almost like, see, this is this self-entitlement shit. It's like, just because do you do any research? Like, if I wanted to go move into where Carl's at, if I wanted to live up there, then you got to look at it. Okay, how is that environment? I want to come stay. I want to look at the whole, what's the dynamic? What's the schools like? What's the vibe? Let me go down to the store. What kind of take of the people? And then you move there. You don't just go, well, Coral lives there, I'm going to move there. And then you get there and then start bitching about everybody around you that's there. And it's like, then what did you move there for? Unbelievable. I just keep the Clint Eastwood attitude, get off my lawn. That's all. Let the roads go, make four-wheel drive great again. Grumpy. Taxation is theft. It's theft because we don't say nothing about it. That's what I find ironic about that. It'd be like if you deposit your check into the bank and every month they go, oh well, we're going to skim off this 100. It only happens a few times, and then you're like, hell no, this is bullshit. But somehow every year people open up this little envelope and they go, oh, dang, man, they're raising the dang thing up. Write that check, send it in there, so there you go. And the year goes by, they open the envelope and they go, oh, my God. And it's like, at any point, you can inject yourself into this and go, whoa. And I still point out, as much as Thomas Massey's getting on my nerves here lately, but that's how he even got into office. When they bought their property and then they went to raise his taxes, and he's like, wait a minute, what the hell are you raising my taxes for? And he got involved. That's actually how he got his whole introduction into how the politics. And that just speaks volumes to me, because that's what it was. That's the founding fathers meant. We were supposed to be a participating citizen. You're supposed to participate, not just sit in the back seat and then be the backseat driver. I grew up in the city, moved to the bush, didn't realize how much the city stinks. Right? You get out and get you some fresh air. You feel the sunshine hit your face. You watch nature happen, and you kind of then can learn the world, Earth is awesome. It's the interactions with people is what brings things down. So you've got to change. It's kind of like an addict, man. An addict getting sober. You got to change your people, places, and things. You know. What's up, Larry? Dropped out of the governor's race. Well, yeah, he needs to get him a lawyer. He needs to be going to federal prison. That or just treason his ass and take him out back. It's like, look at that. Look at what up there in Minnesota. How many people in that state forgot about him sending them troops down the street shooting people with pepper balls that wouldn't get in their house during COVID and shit like that? How come the people in that state forgot all about that? And then you see all this fraud, and you'd think that the people in that state would just be like fired up, like this is like bullshit, dude. You really almost $1 trillion? It's easier to bitch about things from the back seat than to take the wheel and be responsible. Amen. Well, it's the accountability. You know, somewhere along the way in the grand scheme, whether it's the Rothschilds, Illuminati, the aliens, NASA, whoever did it, but they decided to remove the word accountability to ease so they wouldn't have to answer. And then people have just ran with that. So now across society, we have no accountability. There's no self-accountability, but people will look at other people and want them accountable. And it's like, well, we need to be self-accountable. Like we need to create a better society. That's how we get crooked politicians, because we end up with a weak society that allows the production of crooked politicians. It's not like they're forced upon us. This is the society that's why I think it's better to have a good vibe, a positive vibe, put off some good energy, can-do attitude. Might sound cheesy, don't really give a shit anymore. You know, need to be the little engine that could. That's what we need more of nowadays. We need goals. We need success. We need to feel like we can accomplish something, and not on a grand scheme on the world stage, but right there outside your front door. You know, right outside your front door. The mostly peaceful riots. They forgot about it because they've been bombarded by all the other bullshit. Right, Huckleberry? That's constant confusion. To me, that's what a lot of it is. And so then, you know, and I got caught up in it. Hell, I can tell you that's 5 years now, whatever it's been. I got caught up in it, you know, because, yeah. Then you find it, but then you realize when you look back, you didn't really accomplish things that you wanted to accomplish. Started out the gate okay, had the best intentions, but, you know, and that's where I found myself. It's like, wow, I spend more time, and it affects everything. Some of it was good, you know, like I got motivated, and that was a good thing. But then you end up becoming complacent and staying in that, and that was the negative side. And it was like, it's like all things, moderation. Sneaky as watered whiskey. Kane says, I'm in Minnesota. Blood been boiling since the summer of love for a drug leader. What the fuck has this world come to? Right, Kane? As long as most of the American John Q. public have the memory of a goldfish. And it's funny that you mentioned that John Q. public, because, see, there's a movie. I'm sorry. People want to talk about the insurance company this, insurance company that. Well, there was a damn movie that came out, John Q. And it kind of exposed just how crooked the insurance scale and who paid attention. I mean, I've owned up to it. I didn't. I put my head down. I thought, well, I'm raising my kids, and I made the bad choice thinking that people that were being paid to do a job were actually doing their job. So, but there was a damn movie that came out, and I don't know, what did that come out in the 90s? When did that movie come out? The 90s, early 2000s? Nothing changed with the insurance companies. They just got even more corrupt. So see, that's what I'm saying, man. At some point, this whole see, it's pointless. It gets nowhere. It's like a dog chasing its tail. Oh, you hadn't seen that movie, Huckleberry? Well, that's a Denzel Washington movie. That's a good one. He's uh he's at work. His son needs a heart surgery. His heart, uh, he ends up in the hospital. Well, actually, he gets taken in, and then they don't want to see him because he doesn't have insurance. So he actually ends up taking the emergency room under hostage negotiations and gets his kid a heart. So it's a real good one. That's a damn good show. That's a very good take on the insurance companies. And look how long ago that was out. That's what I'm saying. People are just, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that any of this shit that they're doing is right. Oh, yeah, I think it's based off of a real story. Let me look that up. Let's just find out. Where's my little icon? There it is. Bam. Let's see. No, it's a crime drama film, so apparently it was written by James Kearns. And it's 2002. Let's see. I'm looking at it. Doesn't say it was based on a true story. It's talking it says, in addition, in snippets of intermingled actual and fictional television coverage of the event and of the debate over the lack of adequate American health care coverage. So it's got some. It was shot in Toronto, Ontario, and Canmore in Alberta. What is he? That's not good. Forget the Pelican Brief. Yeah. I think I've heard a similar story like that. It might be. I was looking through to see. I mean, I'm not gonna I ain't trying to be the gospel type thing. I mean, I'm looking at Wikipedia, and we all know how they lie. So, but it says John Q is a 2002 American thriller crime drama film directed by Nick Cassavetes and written by James Kearns. It stars Denzel Washington as the title character, a man who takes a hospital emergency room hostage in order for his son to receive a heart transplant. The film was released by New Line Cinema on February 15, 2002. It received generally negative reviews from critics, but was a commercial success, grossing $102.2 million on a $36 million budget. Yeah, look how you like the way that's worded. Did y'all catch that? It received generally negative reviews from critics, but it was a commercial success. And it's like, So basically, all the big insurance companies did not like that shit at all, but the public that went and watched it thought it was pretty cool. Go figure. Oh, that'd be one. You could recommend that to Indy for her backstage stuff. He's a great actor. Yeah. He's one of the few that, has like kept his head about him, and it seems like, I mean, you only know what you know kind of thing, what you see, and it is what it is. But it's definitely worth watching. I think this print's almost done. What am I at? I think it's got 2 more layers to do. Oh well, cool. Then we'll hang out, and I'm gonna let y'all see this. This was a tiger. It's one of those hue forges, like the pictures I can print out. I don't know how this is going to come out because I kind of had to play around with the colors. Didn't quite have the recommended filament that they recommended, so we'll see how it comes out. Shit, I wish it was somebody's churn. I gotta say, that stuff's a pain. And I don't know why, but fingernail polish works better than even just the alcohol. It cracks me up. The Green Book was a funny movie. We just watched it not too long ago. Oh, yeah. Hey, I think I need to find y'all like a song or something to listen to. Because I need to make a latrine run. Let's see. Well, hell, we'll just do this one. Keep on smiling. So, hey, if y'all want, refresh your drinks, whatever, making a latrine run. I'll be back with y'all here in just a minute. Enjoy a little tunage. Keep on smiling.
2, 1, 2, 3. Well, you say you got the blues. You got to hold in both your shoes. Yeah, feel alone and confused. You got to keep on smiling. Just keep on smiling. Say you're about to go insane, 'cause somebody's playing games with your mind, and they say that you're to blame. Everybody gotta keep on smiling. No, keep on smiling. Keep on smiling through the rain, laughing at the pain, growing with the changes until the sun comes out again. You gotta keep on smiling through the rain, laughing at the pain, growing with the changes. Keep on singing this refrain. Where you singing in a honky-tonk cafe? Ain't nobody hearing what you play. That's too bad, 'cause you're too busy drinking anyway. Yeah, you gotta keep on smiling. Just keep on smiling. Where you at? Find a piece of land, gonna settle down. Change from a city boy to laid-back country man. I'm gonna try to build my life up with my hands and just keep on smiling. Yeah, keep on smiling. Keep on local bar and you're wondering who the hell you are. Are you a farmer? Somebody say, are you a star? Till the sun comes out again, you gotta keep on smiling through the rain, laughing at the pain, and the pain, and the pain. Going with the changes, just keep on singing. Sing it with me now, girl, come on. Keep on smiling, 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 smiling,
Yeah, that's the print. It finished up. Oh, there we go. Now get it all in the frame. It's pretty cool. Totally digging that. And it's printed. I mean, hell, it's only that thick. And you can see the contour of it. What's up, Metal Spawn? Very cool, very cool. Very awesome. Or they say awesome sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna work on trying to get a little something set up where I can do pictures of things, and then I'll start getting them uploaded onto the website, and then I will figure out a way, you know, people that use clay might like a texture board. If that it does, it's got a texture to it. That's actually how it does it. So it'll, like, it starts off with the one layer, but if it knows that it's going to need a little bit of the other color here, it'll go ahead and get it, but it builds it. I wish you just can't quite see it. I don't know if I can get it close enough because it won't zoom in. But yeah, it's textured right here. Thought it was pretty cool. And man, some of the military ones with the like P-51 and shit like that, it's badass. Yeah, Metal Spawn. I did this one too. And but yeah, I'm gonna make some little frames, and then hopefully I'll have some of this kind of stuff up on the site to sell. You know, a few bucks, just trying to make a dollar. You quit drawing, right? Yeah, I can't do, like, I had some illusions of grandeur with my movement, so I've just got to start to kind of this here. I can try to stay busy with this, and I am going to be still doing outside stuff, but I've been humbled this past month. I can say that. So still got limbs out there. I got to get cleaned up. Still got to do that. Now I got a whole yard full of leaves. You cut your hair yesterday. What? You take them clippers and just shave it all off. What was that chick's name that did that back in the day? It was a music artist. Sinead. Was it Sinead O'Connor? Was that the. I don't know. I get names mixed up sometimes because, I mean, I remember stuff, but it wasn't important, so I didn't really focus. But stone paths, bricks, leaves, you know? Yep. Sinead O'Connor. There you go. Excuse me. Oh, a little bit. Wild child. That's man. The web stuff has really drove me crazy. I gotta say that just what things that used to be so easy. Matter of fact, I was talking to somebody and I'm like, the easiest thing, Windows 3.1 and an old dot matrix printer. And you could take something and say, wow, I want to make a welcome home banner, but I want it to be 16 feet long and 8 feet wide. And you could be like, oh, okay. And Windows 3.1, you could just go off into the paint and you can be like, welcome home. Okay, want it this big. And somehow, simple ass information, you just send it over to this old antique ass dot matrix printer with its little ribbons spitting shit out. But somehow it was smart enough to know how to print that all out. And you got a big old stack printed out. You tear off all your little edges, and then you commence to laying it face down until you get everything back to your 16-foot by 8-foot wide welcome home, and you start taping shit together. Try to do that now? Oh no, you need to go into this CAD or this software. You need to now build it this way. Now you need to take it over to this one so you can rewrite it in this format. So now you can upload it into this one. And it's like, oh my God, dude. It's like a simple website. All of a sudden, no, you need to talk to this database, set that up now. We're not, no, you need to set a whole database. Yep, all your little, okay, now, oh, wait, you want to do transactions. Okay, well, you're going to need to come over here and talk to them. Now you need to build this database. Wait a minute, now you need to get them to talk together. Wait, oh man, are you a host or a host? Be the hostess with the mostest. Easy to do at home when no need to go out for a cut. That's what I'm talking about. Just take them clippers and run her, let her rip, tater chip. What happened to that paw of yours? Oh, that's that hand from the tree, man. That's still giving me fits back here. I'll be glad when that shit mends up. Hopefully it does. I don't know. Maybe I should be doing some kind of like calcium, extra calcium shit or something for bones. I don't know. It'll do. Yeah, when I got ran over, my collarbone was in 9 pieces. It all just mended wherever it mended. That's what it is. It'll be fine. Why do I need an X-ray? So then I spend money for them to look at me and go, "Yeah, it's broke." Wow, I kind of already kind of figured that before I spent the money. But I guess I'm supposed to feel better after I fork over money and they confirm it. I just do you see how irrational that sounds? Because they can't do anything for it. I mean, if I was just had if I was one of these wealthy people, then I guess I could pay some surgeon to go in there and do operate and mend my little bone and spend the hundred thousands of dollars. I'm just I'm a real person. Shit'll mend. It's fine. You probably think about this more than I do, to be quite honest. Here lately, this wrist has been giving me actual issues, and come to find out, it's where I'm sitting. Where I'm sitting, it's the posture, and I didn't realize it, but I've got this lean because that part's the part that's sinking. That's why the whole top isn't even. And I didn't realize it, but sitting here and then doing that damn web shit and sitting here with my hand on the mouse and doing that lean, it's been slowly jacking with me. So now I'm making a point to sit right. Got 2 broken ribs at the moment. Can't put a cast on ribs or a collar on for them. Right? You can just wrap them up with an ace bandage. How'd you break your ribs? Did you wreck your bike? Just platter it up yourself. It's easy. Cotton batting and glue and water mixture. Let air dry between layers. Just a thought. Yeah, it's a shocker about the word caring. There's a definition about it. Is there a definition? What's the definition on? Is it on shocker or on caring or what? Apple cider vinegar. Just rub it on there 2 or 3 times a day. Well, see, now I know that apple cider vinegar, that's my little shot of hot sauce, apple cider vinegar, and some cinnamon. Cinnamon. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to say the word cinnamon. I know people have called me out going, say it. Like you can't say it. It's like, dang. Bubble wrap. I was in a collarbone wrap for 12 months. All right, Song of the South. Make it a good day. Appreciate you. Shit, man, I got ran over. They thought I was dead. Kid brought me back. I was there, came to, got out of the hospital, and that was that. It was like, I got to go back to work. I got bills to pay. Some attorney wanted to know if I wanted to sue. Come to find out, the lady was driving somebody else's car, and it was a little old lady with a hamburger stand. And I'm like, that little old lady had nothing to do with it. I don't want to sue her. So I just my own doing. Oh, I wonder if I can. Let's see. Let's just see. damn. I thought, okay, so I was gonna try. I was thinking of showing you this little clip. I wasn't sure if I already had done it or not. Now I'm trying to find it. I'm not really staring at y'all. I'm actually staring at the screen. It just happens to be in the direction of the camera. Probably seems weird. Is it this one? I don't know. I better check that over here before I just hit play. I'm not sure. Don't lose hope on me. I'm getting there. Oh, yeah, this was the funny one. I don't know if I showed y'all this one. So I asked Grok, because I was going to try to make like a chicken intro. Check this out. This was funny. I thought it's just a couple seconds. I don't know. Thought that was kind of funny. That was a Grok thing. He'd be locked and loaded. I know when my child was about 9, he ran across the highway chasing a ball that bounced out of the yard. The car just touched his shirt. God was watching his butt that day. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it helps with the arthritis. Okay. I'll check that then. Oh, let's see. This is a Monday. It's 10:15 in the morning. I've kind of got to get busy doing stuff. So on the horizon, and for anybody that watches this later, which I guess they might do, we're 2 hours 15 minutes in. Uh, the changes are coming. It's not that it's going to be real fast, so don't just like tomorrow expect stuff on the website. But I'm trying to get there, and I'm trying to get something kind of sustainable going, and because I want to, man, I gotta just try to get out of this little hole and get some stuff done around here. And the only way I can't pull overtime hours. So best thing I can do is then try to make a few bucks this way. So y'all keep an eye out. I'll have some cool little stuff up available. I'll have my Venmo, the Cash App, and then the Buy Me Coffee stuff until I can figure out how to do this whole transaction thing. That's crazy. But I don't even know what I got myself into. But I appreciate y'all being here. And look, this is the whole intent of the Coop Gang. And if you hang in this long, you're part of the Coop Gang. You know it. That's what we want to do. We want to promote it. So for once, I'm going to start telling you that, if you want, share it out, recommend the channel. I'm telling you that's cool, and I appreciate any help somebody gives me. So it's a changing of a direction this year. I'm trying to humble myself. There is going to be some, I need help. So the way I can try to do that is I'm trying to bring stuff that maybe is useful to people, no life-changing stuff, some bird houses, some cool little find your home camping stuff or whatever, ammo boxes, store your stuff up, But I want to encourage everybody else. This is positive. You gotta, you know what? You gotta grab 2026 by the balls. So that's the way it is. This year we need to push forward. We're the Coop Gang is all about making it better. So make your shit better. This is all on you. You get to decide things, and I'm here to remind you that you get to make decisions. So choose wisely. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I really do. I've missed y'all. Hopefully y'all had a good, happy New Year's. And now we're going to get this ball rolling. We're going to move forward. I will see you Wednesday morning, maybe. I'm still trying to work out on how I want to do this, because when I do it, I want to do it. I'm tired of saying I'm going to do something and then I don't do it. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Y'all make it a good day. Bring some joy. Hey, I tell you what, before we go, which I'm sure I might already lose some, I will check out this song. I personally start my day every day nowadays with this song. I do. And where are you at? Where are you at? Oh man, I done went in here and changed my damn folders when I was digging for that thing. Oh man. Wait, I just saw it. Where did I just see it? I'm sorry, I'm totally lost. Look at that. Isn't that some... Hey, y'all got to check this out. And then I proceed to not have it. And then I don't know what I did to my damn folder, man. It's like it's all jacked up. I don't... Or, oh, you know what? I think it's because it's looking through this now. Because I was trying to load it through... Oh, man. Okay, well, you know what? It was right. I just saw it too when I was looking the other way, but the way this thing sorts my stuff out. Oh, I know, Dusty. I'm a little nerve wracked. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm nerve wracked, but I'm kind of excited. I'm nervous at the same time. Kind of making a step per se. Okay, you know what? Apparently, I can't find it that way. So. I don't know if I won't have channel memberships here. It'll probably have to be through the Buy Me a Coffee, because I'll never be monetized on YouTube. Every stream I've ever done has been a copyright violation. But I think I might do it through the Buy Me a Coffee, because I think you can set something up there, unless I get really smart and figure out how to do it. This is crazy, man. Can't believe it. It's like I want to find it, so now it won't let me. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Now maybe I can find it. Let's see. Well, I would have sworn it was right. Oh man, I feel another one coming. I think I put it over here. There it is. I knew I did. See, they made it hard for me to find. So hey, I know some of y'all will probably drop off as I play this, because this might not be your vibe. I get it. I personally find this very motivating in the mornings, and I like to. It just kind of gets my mind like, yeah, I kind of helps me with a smile on my face. So y'all do with it what you want. What you do, the exclamation give. Damn, Huckleberry, where you at? It's like what? No, you got to do their name. I think that was it. There, Huckleberry got it. the give, the name, and then the amount. So hey, if y'all dig this song, it's a guy by the name of Solomon Ray. So I'm gonna play this, and then I'll play the exit one. But y'all check this out. I personally find this very awesome to kind of sit here and listen to in the morning, and I kind of it gets my head in the right place. So y'all enjoy. I appreciate all y'all.
Sun's up, I'm smiling slow. Pour that brew, let the blessings flow. Steam rising, faith on 10. Here we go again. Take a sip, take a breath. Ain't no rush, no stress. Got the good book by my side, and that peace I can't hide. Me, Jesus, and my coffee. That's all I need to start my day. No matter what's out there waiting, my worries fade away. He fills my cup, he warms my soul, and every sip makes me whole. Yeah, me, Jesus, and my coffee. Everything's gonna be okay. Bills due, phone won't quit, but I ain't losing joy one bit. Turn that radio nice and loud, sing my praises proud. I got joy in my cup, yeah, love in my hand. A little bit of heaven when the day begins. Can't nobody steal my groove when I start my day with you. Me, Jesus, and my coffee. That's all I need to start my day. No matter what's out there waiting, my worries fade away. He fills my cup, he warms my soul, and every sip makes me whole. Yeah, me, Jesus, and my coffee. Everything's gonna be okay. Sip, sip, oh yeah. Stir it up, come on. Take a breath, let the joy begin. Do it again. Me, Jesus, and my coffee. That's all I need today. If the world gets wild, I'm smiling, 'cause he gon' make a way. He fills my cup, he warms my soul, and every sip makes me whole. Yeah, me, Jesus, and my coffee. Everything's gonna be okay. Good love, good grace, good brew, can't stop me. Jesus and my coffee. Yeah, everything's gonna be okay.
That's, you just see, all I can say is if there's some kind of negative to that, you really got to reflect on that, because man, if that don't just kind of get you, just, you feel good. Don't you feel good? I appreciate y'all being here. It's a Monday. It's 2026, and we're going to take it by the balls. We're taking it by the reins, and we're riding this bull all the way. I'll see y'all soon. Y'all make it a good day. You're the one in the driver's seat. Appreciate y'all.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke, but a couple of tears don't make you weep. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Keep the shotgun in the family, raise your babies by the book, and keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Thanks again, everybody. Remember, make your day a good day. You're the one in the driver's seat. You get to decide. Peace out, everybody. America, 250 years, greatest nation on earth.